Hello my lovelies, welcome back to another video. Now we are doing a whole week of Revolution testing. Now today we have a huge haul for you guys, like massive. But before we get into the haul, I just wanted you guys to see something. Now I finally have an intro to my channel. The lovely Emma from Video Editor on Instagram has made my intro and I'm so in love with it. So I am going to start this whole Revolution haul. It is massive, so let's just get into it. From the thumbnail you would have seen the huge box that I have. So let's just dive into everything I've bought from Revolution for, I don't know, like the month of February, I'd say. This is everything I've bought. Maybe some of this is the end of January, but it's a lot, like a lot. So the first things we have here are all of the cookies that they've just come out with. So they're called the Cookie Shadow Palette. So this one is called Chocolate Chip. This is what chocolate chip looks like. And then this is the inside. They've all come with a mirror on them as well. So this one is more of like your greens and khakis. So lovely. Obviously they couldn't do cookies without doing a red velvet one. The packaging is so cute. Obviously got like the pink around it as well. This one is more like berry tone, but there is like hints of green in there, like a yellowy green type shade. This is really nice. Like, I don't want to swatch these because I want to do a full video on them, and I'm not actually sure what I'm filming for Revolution Week just yet, but I'll let you know. You'll see it as the days go on. Then we've got Triple Chocolate. I just love the packaging of these. They're absolutely gorgeous. Like, you don't want to get rid of the boxes, but I'm gonna have to get rid of the boxes at some point. But this is what it looks like. It's dark chocolate chips, triple chocolate, so obviously full of chocolate. They've been really loving their green shades in these palettes, and this is what this one looks like. This one's fully loaded with shimmers and 2 mattes down here. I wish they wouldn't do that. Like, they could make such amazing products if they'd put more mattes in. Then this is Birthday Cake. I'm hoping that this one has more mattes in. So obviously Birthday Cake, oh, it's only got 3 mattes in. This is what it looks like, but it does have like some nice lavender and pink shades in there. I think that middle shade is definitely going to be a me shade. Not enough mattes. Then I bought this Satin Matte Powder Foundation. It's in the Conceal and Define range. I said in my wish list that I was going to try this, and I actually picked it up. I got the shade 8.5 because 8 is my tan shade, whereas 8.5 seems like it's a little bit lighter, so it should be a good shade match for me. And it obviously, when you open it, so it basically looks like this. It's got the rose gold packaging. Open it up and there's this little puff there. Then it's got this, and that is what the shade looks like. Now it's got the little R in there as well. I'm hoping it's focusing. And then let me show you the shade. Right there. Now, I have never tried something like this for a very long time. It says it's satin matte, it's got hyaluronic acid, and it's got cannabis sativa in it. So I'm not sure, but it feels really lovely when you blend it out. Like, it does go down to a powder form, but how something performs on your hand compared to your face are 2 totally different things. Then I did pick up the Bright Powder. This looks like a proper KKW dupe. It only comes in 1 shade, which is, I think, just like bright. It's just bright, and it's this white powder, very plasticky. So I wonder how this will perform. I think that was like £8. I did go ahead and purchase the Rose Fizz Glow palette. So this is meant to be 2 highlighters. Now it comes in this kind of silvery gold packaging. It's got the pink, and then on the inside these are the 2 colours. So you get like a blush topper and a highlight. I don't think I would use this pink shade as an actual highlight. Like, look, it's too blushery for me. This is more of like a gold shade with definitely some pink undertones to it. But I'm actually excited for this because I feel like they haven't brought out chocolate palette stuff in a very long time. They then came out with 2 new of these Obsession shadow palettes. These are the little 9-pan ones. These are tiny, guys, absolutely tiny. So you've got like a nude one and a berry toned one. Feel like they're just like staples to anyone's collection. So this is what the nude one looks like, absolutely gorgeous. And then that is the packaging. I am so excited to play with these. Definitely the berry one though, because that's more me. Then this is what the Berry Cute palette looks like. I am absolutely in love with this palette. Looks exactly like the packaging, and then this is what the inside looks like. Again, I feel like they could have gone more berry with this because there's like, I don't even feel like there's a proper berry tone in there. Like they call that berry because it's like a purple shade, but they could have done more. Like it's more neutral, autumny with one berry shade. Like could have had a bit more in there. I had to buy the Heartbreakers Golden Highlight. They've brought out 3 of these. There's golden, there's a pinkier toned one, and then there's like a nice bronzy tone one. These are proper, like, they've changed up the packaging. These are very cardboardy. Let me just make sure it doesn't drop because some of these do drop out. But this is the shade I got because obviously I do love a good gold. Ooh, I did not think it would be that bright. And that is the shade right here. Hopefully this works out really well. I haven't seen people use this just yet. I think I saw Jess or Alex use it, but like I'm trying not to completely know what they're like because I want to be shocked by it. Another chocolate bar is the Rose Fizz chocolate bar actual palette. This is the packaging, just exactly like the little highlighting palette. I must admit, I feel like this is something that they've kind of done already, but this is what the palette looks like. There's like shimmers on one side, mattes on the other, and then, well, it's heavily shimmer in this corner, it's heavily like mattes around here, but it is cute, it is adorable, but it's nothing unique to my collection. I cannot believe it, but I bought a brush. Like, I never buy brushes from Revolution. Okay, I did buy Roxy's brush collection, but I'm not someone to branch out into brushes other than Peaches and Cream and Nancy, maybe a few Amazon stuff, but like, I just saw this and I thought this is a bit of a me brush. This is the soft focus brush, it's R6. I think I want to try R2 as well. So it says on the back it's a highlight, powder and sculpting brush, and it just looks adorable, like the gold around it. On the back it says it's a R6 soft focus powder brush. This is what the tip of it looks like. It looks like something I could properly use for under my eyes, and I do love a good brush for under my eyes. It says like highlight as well, which I'm sure you could, but I think this is going to be another under the eyes one for me. I feel like if it was a little bit smaller I could have used it for highlight, but I just probably won't reach for it as for highlights. Definitely under the eyes. You could probably use it for blush as well actually. It's so soft, I must admit. Like, I do want to try more of their brushes, so I thought I'd delve in and I'll buy one, and if I like this I'll buy some more. Then XX came out with another big pan palette, though this one is one of their 37 pans. They do have 66 pans, and yeah, they have the 66 ones, and then they have these 37 pan ones. Now when they previewed this I was thinking, oh my god, they're gonna do like another coloured one, but then I went into the black and white picture that they previewed and I really looked at it, and you can kind of tell when someone puts a black and white filter over something what it's gonna be, and I knew straight away they were bringing out a neutral palette. Like, I really wish they would have brought out another colour, because they've got their pink, they've got their purple one, so like a blue, a green, even like a yellow one. That would have been really nice. Like the honey palette that I've tested on my eyes, they brought out like a complete like honey type palette. I would have really loved that, but they brought out another nude palette. Don't get me wrong, it's absolutely gorgeous, and it is a palette I would reach for quite a bit because it's a bit of me. This is what it looks like, but I just feel like they could have done something more with the palette as well. Like, it could have been have a bit more berry tones in there. It is stunning though, absolutely stunning. It says here like the XX Revolution, and I do love these palettes, so I'm definitely going to test this out. I'm not sure if I'm testing it out this week, but we're definitely going to have like a full face of first impressions. I sadly couldn't get my hands on the new concealer in my shade, so hopefully if it does come before Revolution week, before I'm posting these videos, then I might have the concealer, because I'm literally waiting for my shade. I don't want to buy a different shade, but my shade is literally sold out everywhere, which is so annoying. But yeah, hopefully in the full face of first impressions I have the concealer. And then you all obviously know that I bought the Roxy brush collection. The sponge, let's talk about this sponge. It is amazing. I have not put this sponge down. I've been using it constantly, but I wanted to show you like one sponge that hadn't been wet or changed or used, so I've been using one of them. Where is it? Right here. And it does like build, it gets massive and it's really soft, and I think it is a proper dupe for the Real Technique sponge. Even better in my eyes, because I don't really like using that sponge anymore, but I love the sponge. I haven't actually reached for the brushes since. I think that's maybe because I kept it in a box so that I could haul it. But yeah, let's see if I do reach for these brushes now that I can take it out of the box. Another thing from the Roxy collection is the felt tip liner. I've absolutely been loving this. This is all I've been using for my eyeliner lately. It is such a good eyeliner. It's £5, like it's proper affordable. The packaging is really cute. It is in a white packaging, and I've obviously got it so dirty now, like with foundation finger marks on everything, but it is one of the best felt tip liners that I have used in a very long time. Like the nib is very like sturdy and doesn't move around, and it's one of those ones that can go over glitters. Like, I'm sorry, but I would proper recommend this to anybody. Another thing that I've been using quite a lot are these Roxy eyelashes. Now, I haven't actually got them on today because I wanted to show you what they look like in the box. They're on the wrong side, I'm so sorry, but they're absolutely gorgeous, and these lashes got me back into lashes. Like, I've been wearing lashes for a whole month now, and I'm actually annoyed at myself for not wearing lashes sooner. These are £8 and I need backups of them, and I've now, today that I'm filming this, it's actually, was it Eyelash Day, or I don't know, National Lashes Day or something, so I really want to get a few more. Hopefully they've got some on sale. The wispy ones look really nice, but yeah, they're very nice, these lashes, and I love the boxes. It's like they've put a lot of thought into the sturdiness of these boxes, and that way I can actually keep the lashes for longer. These are just stunning. Revolution came out with a Rockstar collection, which meant they came out with 8 liners. I couldn't choose what I wanted, and then they had an offer on, if you bought all of them it was like £20, so 8 liners for £20 I thought was incredible. So you get so many different colours. You get Noir, which is black. These are like so pigmented. I think they're like £4 each naturally without the discount, but all of them for 20 quid I thought was stunning. Then you get Visionary, which is a green over here, and on the other side they've got two-sided. They get like a little smudger brush. I won't use the smudger brush, I must admit, but I love that the lids are all the colours that you can see. That way you know what shade you're reaching for. And then we've got this nudie peach colour in Shell. It is actually a proper shell colour next to this black eyeliner. And then the burgundy shade, which is called Burgundy. This is the shade that Jess said to me I would absolutely love, and I must admit it is a bit of me. Maybe I'll use this with the berry palette. I'm like trying to think of ideas already of what I'm going to do for Revolution week. Oh, then we've got the shade Starry, and this is like another black shade. I'm very confused why there's 2. I didn't realise that. Maybe it's called Starry. Oh, there's glitter. There's gold glitter in it. That's why it's different. And then we've got the shade Ochre, which is a brown, which I'm swatching right there. You cannot go wrong with a brown liner. If you don't want your eyes to look too harsh, brown is the way to go. We've got a blue in Azure. I never know if I'm saying that word right, but that is what it looks like. And then we've got the rose gold one in Rose Gold, which to me, You can see the metallicness of it, but I don't know how well that will translate onto your eyes. Half the time with these eyeliners, when they're metallic, it doesn't actually translate onto your eyes how metallic they are, especially if you're using them in your waterline. So I wonder how that would do. Then we've got these 3 nude palettes. Now I am absolutely excited for these because I really love little £9 palettes like this. I'm collecting the Huda ones. I have like all the ones from the Christmas collection. They do remind me of the Christmas collection a little bit, but do you know what? I'm happy to have these added to my collection. These £9 palettes are incredible. I haven't actually opened these, so I'm going to show you through the lid. So this is in the shade, oh, it says it on the front, medium. That is what it looks like. This is light, really nice, like purple tones in there. And then we've got the shade dark. Now this is absolutely up my street. This is something I will definitely reach for. This is like one of my favorites out of all of them. It's just so me. From one of Alex's Patreons, Michaela, I actually got the Party Ready palette. Now you know I'm collecting these. These came free with Revolution and Superdrugs when you spent a certain amount over Christmas. Now I got 3. I just need to work out what the 4th one is and track that one down, and then I'll have all of them. These are more collectors, but I just love the little butterfly imprints in some of the pans. Then Revolution, well, I Heart Revolution came out with more Heartbreaker palettes. Now Alex has already done a review on all of these, so if you are really intrigued to see how they work, go follow her channel. So we've got the yellow one in Joy. Again, I haven't opened this just yet, so this is what it looks like. Then we've got this shade in Plush. Now this is very me, this palette, and this is an all matte palette, so I love it because you can literally just use this and then whack on a shimmer and you're good to go. And then we've got a pink one in Candy Floss, and this is what it looks like. I'm so excited to use those. I feel like I should use some of the mini palettes in the palette. Like I've got the cookies, I've got those Obsession ones, I've got the Heartbreaker ones, I've got the nudes. Like I can try and use all of those at some point. Like I'm doing a whole week of Revolution. Let's see how far I can go. Obviously got the Roxy palette this month, well last month, because of her collaboration. It's the Cozy Vibes collection. It's like very 3D. I love this palette. This palette is definitely a bit of me, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I love the video, like I love the look that I created with this, and I was absolutely happy with it because it got me back into eyelashes, and eyelashes really do complete a look, let me just say that. Then from Jill, I finally got my hands on the Fire and Ice palettes. I'm in an RN about getting these, but I wanted to wait for a good deal, and she's barely touched them. So Jill is again another one of Alex's Patreons. She's someone who's actually, oh, for some reason the mirror's moving. She got me into my Colourpop obsession. So this is what the Fire palette looks like. These are part of the Forever Flawless range, and I didn't really want to pay like for them brand new because I know that they're just going to add to my collection more than anything. So that is what that one looks like. Got the Ice palette. Again, it's part of the Forever Flawless range. It's something that I don't have in my collection, and I'm glad to have it now. And lastly, Revolution Pro. Is it Pro? Yep. Revolution Pro came out with these Rockstar palettes. You know how much I love Revolution Pro. They are one of my more loved brands. So they came out with the Noir edition, which is the black palette, and this is what the inside looks like. Again, I haven't even taken this off. Usually I'm quite good at taking all of this off before a video. This is what it looks like. Apparently there's so many different kinds of formulas and textures in this. Like some of them are raised. You literally get 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes in here, but I'm very intrigued to play with this, very intrigued. And we have the white one, which is the Nude edition. They are slightly raised as well on the packaging. I don't know how well you're going to see that. This is what this palette looks like. It's definitely a bit of me. Like it's very nude with pops of pinks and purples, more berry undertone. That's the kind of palettes that I like. I feel like a lot of people say I suit more cooler toned eyeshadows, and I really think berry is my favourite to play with. When autumn comes, I really love a good berry eyeshadow. Guys, that is my Revolution haul for the week. So we are going to do a first impressions, and then we're going to do lots of different testing videos this week. So please stay tuned. I really hope you like my intro. Like, I'm really happy with the intro. So yeah, stay tuned and let me know down below if there is anything you want me to really test out. And if I don't test it out this week, I will try my best to test it out in a future video. But I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.